Welcome to the shit show, boys. Oh, for Christ's sake, these are all fucking off already. This airplane has such a weird default sitting position. I feel like I'm always way too close to the panels. I guess this is a bit better. I guess. Hey, Sean, just in time. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it's not doing things very nicely for me. But it's gonna get worse because we're gonna be trying some stuff today. Okay, well at least we've got the flight plan. Seems to have appeared. 23,000 feet. Procedures. Cool. That is definitely not the approach we want. Why they don't have a... How am I supposed to fucking scroll through that? Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. I also can't see your chat. I'm sure I can see it if I look up or wherever it pops up. I don't know. Because it's just, it will only show up. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that I could not make it, I could make the window stick, but not really. Like, it was being fucking weird. So I didn't want to bother with that. I also don't have the camera on the controls today. I just want to scroll through this fucking approach thing. How did I end up here? Like, that just seems broken? There's usually a... Oh, that's zooming in and out. Cool. That's nice, actually. Well, that's fun, because I cannot load... an approach, apparently. We have one loaded into the flight plan, but because I don't know why it doesn't have up-down buttons like this. This is our approach here. I guess it's part of the arrival. Well, no, actually, it only goes to Gammon. See, we are missing the approach. So I need to get in here and fucking sort it out, but I cannot scroll. Usually there's a way to drag on these, but I'm just not sure if this is just like a VR challenge I'm having, which it may very well be. So I'm looking for ILS 34Y. So I'll tell you what I'm trying to do in just a second. Let me just see if I can get this approach in here real quick, because usually you can scroll through here, or there we go. I want ILS shit. ILS shit is what I want. ILS 34Z. ILS 34Z with a Gammon transition. Load. There we go. Okay. Back to VR. What I'm doing different is a number of things today. One, different aircraft. So I have flown this before. The tail shows up. Fucking stupid. Okay. This is the Cessna Citation Longitude. So it's a little bit bigger than the CJ4. And I'm using this one because the latest mod from the working title team has got the charts in here, which is awesome. So that's what I wanted. Can you send another chat message so I can see if it shows up? It should, but... So yeah, that's one thing. This plane has an auto throttle, which I haven't used in a long time. It's very convenient. And I'm also going to be using my own readbacks to pilot to ATC again instead of letting the co-pilot do it, because I want to get some more practice with that. So that's basically it. How's your tum-tum today? It's alright. There may be some off-mic farting going on today. We'll see. Okay, I don't quite recall how to start this. Well, I do recall how to start it. I think we are set up to start the engines. So, whoa. That was some rubber banding in VR. So yeah, we will see how this goes. I do still need to... really need to get set up still. FMS. We do have the synthetic visions all in there. Speed bugs all on. Minimums we'll worry about later. Traffic, we don't want the traffic. That's wind option 3. That's all good. So that's all good. Let's see what happens if I push this button, if I can feel it. Citation Mama Lima Papa radio check.
Citation Mike Lima Papa, you are loud and
Mike,
clear.
yeah, not Mama. To start, give it a push. Yeah. Actually, we have good pushback stuff going on today, so we're going to try that out too. I found it to a button. That should be cool. Citation Mike Lima Papa, ready to copy IFR clearance?
Citation Mike Lima Papa is cleared to Golf Quebec November Oscar. Fly the Sun 1E departure, with the Sunva transition, then direct to Mike Oscar Golf Sierra Alpha then as filed. Expect departure runway 03. Climb to 4,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Squawk 4613.
Cleared as filed. Expect 4,000 feet. Runway 03. Citation Mike Lima Papa.
Line 71, we are ready for depot.
0171, wind 240 degrees 7 knots.
Now I still need to see if that actually was enough.
Takeoff, line 71.
I guess it was. See, the readbacks are so complicated. I did a terrible readback. I should be reading back a lot more details there. But we have the procedures. Those are dialed in. Oh fuck! You stay. You don't fuck with my procedures. Okay, that's dialed in. We have our chart. We're going to runway 03, which is either end of these. Which direction would it be? It would be down here. We gotta go to the far end. So we'll be going all the way down there. Alright, let's see if we can get... let's get a pushback and engine start going. Let's get some lights on, actually. We'll get our anti-collision lights, tail lights, taxi lights. We don't need the landing lights at this point. Good. Do the passenger safety lights work? No. Okay. Alright. Arm ELT. Set a barometer. Okay. We've got 4,000 there. We'll figure out the rest in a moment. Citation Mike Lima Papa, ready to taxi.
Citation Mike Lima Papa, taxi to runway 03. Citation Mike Lima Papa, advise when ready for departure.
Taxi to runway 03, will advise when ready for departure. Citation Mike Lima Papa. Okay, let's see if this works.
Cockpit to ground.
Yeah.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
Line 71, we are ready for depot.
0171, wind 240 degrees 7 knots, runway 14, cleared for takeoff.
1 for safe takeoff, line 71.
So these guys are going to push us back, and I'll get to actually steer the aircraft. Since we're going to our left, I'm going to kind of like steer us backwards and to the right. So that's a little add-on called Pushback Express, which is really nifty. Flight itself should only be about an hour and 15 minutes today. But we'll see. So the other thing that might go terribly wrong, aside from my radio communications dialing in frequencies, which I didn't really practice on this plane before, and other stuff, regular VR nonsense stuff, is that...
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Roger that.
Conscious 2180, wind 200 degrees, 5 knots, runway 14, clear for takeoff.
Clear 1, clear takeoff, runway 14, Mauritius 218.
So is the right engine starting? It is. Good. The other concern is that oh, why is this not working? That's interesting. This pushback is supposed to let me steer. Huh. That's weird. Usually I can steer with the pedals. Interesting. Okay.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brake set.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the right-hand side with the pin.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
The other thing that might go terribly wrong is that apparently... This isn't doing anything, is it? Oh, it is, okay. Apparently this chart add-on stuff, like the latest version of the mod from Working Title, might have a memory leak that eventually brings your performance down to like single-digit frames per second, which would be terrible, of course.
Just snatch them all up.
But I guess we'll see. Plus, it's been a while since I've flown this airplane. I have flown it before, and I like flying it, but it's been a while. So I'm sure all kinds of shit's going to go wrong. But at this point now, I think, let's see, do we have two engines? We have two engines. Two engines going.
The 2180 is provided.
We can turn off our APU, I think.
200 degrees, 5 knots, runway 14, clear for takeoff.
And we can disengage the engine starters turned off on their own. Good. Okay. That means I should be able to start taxiing to my left.
And I used to, because I thought it was not original, not creative.
And my rudder is not working at all. Okay, so that's fucking great.
I can't make up a new thing.
Why is that? Ah, fuck me.
And I very much doubt, anyways, that any of the people that I listen to were the first ones to...
Oh, because I haven't fucking plugged it in. That would explain it, wouldn't it?
Sounding good is easy. So just borrow.
Is this it? I think this is it.
And just do a little changey thing and pretend, you know, like it's yours. No one will know.
Let's see if we're gonna have to fucking start all the way over to get this thing plugged in.
No one knows. The new generation now can steal everything from the older generation and pretend like it's theirs. Ooh, it's kind of controversial. Is it?
Obviously,
Okay, it doesn't look like we need to fuck with anything.
971, we are ready for
there's only so many.
0171, wind 240 degrees, 7 knots, runway 14, cleared for.
Let's try again. Alright, we got rudder control.
Safe takeoff, clear line 71.
Just a minor fuck up, but not too bad. Ooh, this thing is fast on the ground, even at like 0 throttle. Once it goes, huh?
And also be respectful, like leave them like a little note saying thank you very much for what you've done.
I guess we have to taxi down the runway because there is no,
The 2180 is
my
provided.
throttle somehow got stuck.
2180, wind 200 degrees, 5 knots, runway 14, clear for takeoff.
If you listen,
Clear 1, clear takeoff, runway 14.
you start to pick up on the enormous amount of,
So the charts are fucking awesome.
you know, the same chord
They're really great.
over and over again. Within the same artist all the time. It's easy to churn out a lot of songs if you have a lot of different chord progressions in your mind and you know that, you know what, this, I do this,
What makes a plane fly?
it'll sound new enough.
The wings, I think. I think it's just the wings. You just flap hard enough.
71, we are ready for depot.
0171, wind 240 degrees 7 knots, runway 14.
Speed, bitch.
1 for safe takeoff.
That is true. Oops. Well, we have speed. This thing has plenty of speed. It's never really a problem with getting speed. It's always a problem of slowing down. At least in my flight sim experience, the problem is always the opposite of speed. One turn. So somewhat lined up here at least. Okay. Alright, let's switch away from the chart. We'll go to the map. So we are flying like a loop to the right. Let's get our flight director going. We will be flying with flight level change once we get up there. So let's see what we got. You can turn the taxi lights off, landing lights on. Citation Mike Lima Papa, ready for departure, runway 03.
Citation Mike Lima Papa, winds are 041 at 22 knots, altimeter 2985, cleared for takeoff, runway 03, squawk 4613.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 03, squawking 4613, citation Mike Lima Papa. Alright,
71, we are ready for depot.
0171, wind 240
We
degrees
need-
7 knots, runway 14, cleared for takeoff.
we've got one level of flaps already here.
Takeoff, 71.
Our rotate speed looks like it's 100 knot or so. Let's double check the speed bugs here real quick. 110. We will be... Let's get the heading synced here, more or less. And we'll figure out the speed when we get there. Let's just take off and let's go flying. Let's just go flying. Why are my speed brakes down? There we go. Let's just have a quick look outside. Make sure everything looks copacetic here. Everything looks all right. Okay. Let's do it. There's V1. Rotate. Okay, we're good. Gear up. A little bit back on the throttle. Flaps up. Let's go autopilot, nav, FLC.
Citation Mike Lima Papa, slow to 250 knots or less. Citation Mike Lima Papa, climb and maintain.
Okay, auto
flight
throttle
level
is on.
110. Citation
Climb and
Mike Lima Papa, climb and maintain flight level 170. Contact SAL center on 128.3. Good day.
71, we are ready for depot.
0171, wind 240 degrees 7 knots, runway 14, cleared
Climb and maintain flight level 170, citation Mike Lima Papa.
for takeoff.
And we've got
for
something
safe
here that's not
takeoff,
right.
71.
So let's figure this out in just a second. I don't actually think... Is our auto throttle engaged? It is. Why can I not change the speed? Or can I and it's just not showing it? No, I can't because it's... Okay, it's just set on the climb speed like that. Oh, flight level change isn't on. Go on. Go on now. Okay, things are happening. Say assigned frequency for Charlie... Blah.
This is prior tower on 118.2. Please repeat your request.
Say assigned frequency for citation Mike Lima Papa.
Citation Mike Lima Papa. This is prior tower on 118.2. Please repeat your request.
That seems awfully steep. Is that how fast we're supposed to be climbing, really? We are on FMS. We're on flight level change. Auto throttle is engaged for climb.
200 degrees, 5 knots, runway 14. Get for takeoff.
Clear 1, clear takeoff, runway 14, choose 1.
It cannot seem to actually change the speed, though. Oh. Oh, that's manual speed mode. It's not really what I wanted. FMS should be fine. I don't know, this feels all kinds of wonky. And I didn't hear the frequency that ATC said earlier, and I can't get them to fucking repeat it, so... 128.3. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Like, we're climbing at 5,700. 128.3. And of course I'm fucking blind because, you know. 128. 128.3. Citation Mike Lima Papa climbing through 15,000 for flight level 170.
Citation Mike Lima Papa, good morning. Squawk 4613.
Squawk 4613. Citation Mike Lima Papa. Well, I mean, it got us here, and we stayed at sort of the speed. It's just a super fast climb. Like, I wish that...
Citation Mike Lima Papa, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, citation Mike Lima Papa.
Rotary climb path level 320 and be looking out and Colio passing the traffic advice 71.
So the cool thing is that I just hit this button, and because it does manage the throttle, it should now, it's going to take it a second, it's going to climb us again. It has so much power though, like, I mean, we should be climbing at 250, like that's about right, to be honest. It seems like it's such a fucking rocket ship like that. Get these zooms out. Okay. Our flight plan is all good here. It just climbs so fucking fast. I don't know if that's... I mean, we didn't have any issues. It seems like it might be uncomfortable for the passengers, maybe, but... It's just a super fucking steep climb. Like when we're already up there. You can turn landing lights off. You can set our barometers already at standard. I mean, I can set the speed manually, but this is the speed I would set it to, and it is in climb mode, so like that seems right. See, now the throttle is automatically pulling back as we're reaching, or we're getting closer to the altitude. And this is our cruising altitude. So we're all set here. Like, I want to know is
aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390.
I want to know if I can
report sighting and passing possible.
If I can control the speed. I guess if I switch it to manual, I can. See, if I set it to manual, I can now tell the aircraft to speed up a bit. That's right. If they don't like it, they can get out. The door is right. Don't open the door, please, though. You don't have to fly with me ever again, though. Switch to Mach units. This jet is faster than the CJ4, so I mean, that is accurate. S&T to Sonva, like we're on the right track. Everything seems okay. The throttle's doing things. Maybe I'm just scared of it, like because it just went off so much. Gotta find out what a good cruising speed is here. I think it's Mach 0.74 or something like that. This is what I like about the auto throttle. I just set it to it and then I can forget about it. Yeah, 0.72 seems about good. Ground speed's already 430 knots. It does make things quite a bit easier. I feel like I'm sitting low in the cockpit. There we go. Okay, gears up. Flaps are up. We're all cleaned up. Everything seems to be okay. Mauritania's base hides one of the biggest ship cemeteries in the world. More than 300 wrecks? Really? Are those like modern shipwrecks or, you know, old shipwrecks from the past?
Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
So the one thing this plane doesn't have is working VNAV, which is that's honestly like if they can ever get the VNAV working in this thing to work the same as it does in the CJ4, then I don't know why I would ever fly anything else. Because that's one thing that's really cool about the CJ4, old wrecks over time. Yeah, I wonder if there might have been a lot of people sailing down the coast of Africa, you know, exploring way back in the day. So we got 4.5 minutes until Sonva. Okay. I hate this song, it makes me sleepy.
Rotary clamp at LTD 20 and be looking out and Colio passing the traffic at live 71.
171, report clear of the traffic.
So I have to get rid of the tail number on the tail, and I kind of want to try to do something to the maybe the wings or something. This paint job is not my favorite that I've ever done. But it does look better out of yard. It looks really dark is what the problem is. I might tinker around with that some. It's really hard not to want to fly the CJ4 for this kind of stuff, but this one, like the auto throttle is very appealing, and I do like the Garmin displays a little bit better. I'm playing Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters. Yeah, but then that's copyrighted, and then it gets muted on the VOD, and it's just annoying.
Flight level 320, request flight level 340.
So, all in all, think we did all right getting up to cruise so fast. I guess I don't have to use flight level change, and that I could always use vertical speed or climb if I think that's too fast, but actually I don't need to have bank mode, that's fine. I guess pilot to ADC are cleared us all the way up immediately. I'm trying to figure out what the reflections in this visor are supposed to be, and I think they're actually like a dude with a baseball cap on. But it's definitely not this airplane. So I think the texture of the reflection on that is not actually correct. Still neat though. But yeah, like I like the instruments in this airplane better than the CJ4, but I almost like the flight planning. It's weird. This one seems more user-friendly, but I almost feel like the CJ4's flight management system is not as user-friendly, but more capable. In some ways, it's like the difference between like, oh, Windows 10, pretty easy to use and a little shiny, but very error-prone. Whereas the CJ4 is probably in some ways like a fucking Linux operating system where it's like, God, you really have to learn how to use this, but it kind of just works. Okay, I also feel like there was a way to customize these values up here. ETA 10:53 UTC. What's current time? Oh, see, that's the ETA to the next waypoint. I think that there is a way to customize that. I'm gonna look down here. I might miss messages. Avionics setup. Yeah. ETE is estimated time en route. Endurance. Estimated time of arrival. See, that's the estimated time of arrival at the waypoint, though. Estimated time to destination. That's what I want. ENR. Because I believe that actually tells me 1 hour and 6 minutes. I think. That sounds about right. We'll see if that tracks. How are things looking on this stream? Looking alright? Looks like it. I don't know why I had problems getting the chat window. I didn't have problems getting the chat window in here. I had weird issues where I could not move it anymore. And I used to be able to just move the mouse over it and drag it around. At least I did when I was doing Eurotruck. Maybe it's different for this. So I have a feeling that I might need to... I don't know. I'll have to play around with this more.
Looking out and Colio passing the traffic advice 71.
Otherwise, it's not a big deal. My little message app works pretty well. It does just mean that if I miss something or I don't respond, then I've just missed it, and you'll just have to say it again. This is definitely the smoothest and quietest flight experience of them all. Yeah, I haven't crashed and burned. That's right. You're doing well. Yeah. We have low standards at Chalk 1 Airlines. The only ones we really try to avoid is taxiing into lakes that we can't see and fatal landings, which we've had a couple. Otherwise, though, solid like 3 stars out of 5, maybe 3.5 on a good day.
Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Edelweiss 71. Edelweiss 71, climb initially.
Nothing, but this is still the Atlantic Ocean. This is our last bit of water that I think we're going to see for a while, because after that we'll be all over the continent of Africa. I actually have to plan ahead a few flights. This is the last flight that I had pre-planned when I originally did the world tour plan. I have all the other ones in, like, well, I didn't create them. Some kind soul on Reddit created a list of all the airports, and I just have to turn them into flight plans. And I had done a whole bunch ahead of time, and this is the last one. So this is leg 38, which seems like, well, it's a lot. Some of the legs have been multi-legs, especially Brazil. Brazil was a bit of a nightmare. Trying to fly a new airplane, trying to fly. Brazil is a large country. So how's everything going for you today, Sean? How's your week off to? A good start, I hope. Did you do any more F1 racing? I might do an actual practice session tonight. If you're around and you want to hang out this evening at like 9 o'clock Eastern or something, I might actually do it now. I got my new power adapter so I can actually get the wheel working, and I can actually steer this time. It's just very exciting. And I think that my new racing wheel is going to arrive sometime this week, so I'm really stoked about that.
320, and be looking out and Colio passing the traffic at Edelweiss 71.
Edelweiss 71, report clear of the traffic.
Real Colio.
Week's okay. Oh yeah, kids in homeschooling still, hey? F1 tonight might be good. Come hang out for like an hour or so. Hour or two. We'll just hang out in Discord with Rumpo and Dusty or whatnot and crash into things, I'm sure. By the way, I remember I gave it some thought. You said something like you were 8 seconds slower than the... Was it 8 seconds slower than the slowest car or the fastest? Because I finished Season 3 of F1 on Netflix yesterday. And there's definitely like that kind of gap between the best drivers and the worst drivers, or the best cars and the worst cars.
Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
Which, by the way, is a great end to that season. Man, it's action-packed. I can't wait for more. Looking forward to next weekend to watch the Grand Prix and stuff. I don't know, I got hooked on that. It doesn't work, does it? Oh, that's too bad. 8 seconds slower than the fastest car. Well, that sounds about right, though. Like, if you think about the worst teams in the paddock, they're way more than 8 seconds behind, I think, in qualifying. And I suspect that, you know, I think the reason they want us to, you know, get experience and upgrade cars and stuff is because we are driving a shitty car or a beginner's car. So 8 seconds is actually pretty good. I suspect I'm going to be worse than that.
Report clear of the traffic.
The other thing I like about these Garments... Oh, you were in a Renault car. But, nah... It still feels about right. Like, if you say that half of that is the Renault's performance, and the other half of it is just you, it being your first race, I still think 8 seconds is pretty respectable. You should be pretty proud of that, I think. I would feel pretty good about that. was going to say, the other thing I really like about these Garmin displays is they are basically the same as in the TBM 930, so that if I fly this and the TBM mostly, I'm going to be using more or less the same instruments, and I'll be most happy with it. So the thing I'm going to miss the most of the CJ4 is the VNAV. That's going to become evident once we start descending later. I think it's going to become a problem, but we'll see. Trading auto throttle for VNAV is basically the trade-off here.
Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Edelweiss 71.
Edelweiss 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy over the direction, traffic Corsair 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
And I really need to update the livery on this plane. The tail is too dark for my liking. I want to make it more green bluish or something. And I need to add a bunch of stickers to this airplane because it's been a while since I've updated that.
Rotary climb flight level 320 and the looking out and Colio passing the traffic at Edelweiss 71.
Edelweiss 71, report clear of the traffic.
With Colio.
The plant, yeah, it does look fast, and it is. I mean, this is like this one, it's slightly bigger than the CJ4. I like that it has the wingtips on the wings. Just looks more badass. I really like the, I don't know, like the shape of it is really cool. It's got the engine sort of, like the tail, it gets really thin to where the engines are, which is pretty dope. And I like the front of the cockpit. It looks mean. The one thing that is a little bit more difficult about it is that the you actually kind of don't see quite as much out of the cockpit because the walls are higher. So you know, you have to kind of like lean and stick your head out more, even though that works reasonably well. You know, it's a little bit more like an actual airliner in a way. And I think that the ENR is actually our time to destination, so 55 minutes. The one thing that this doesn't show me nicely is time to descent, or top of descent. I don't think it shows me that.
Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390.
Yep, it's got the poop handle right there. I guess you can hold on to this one too. No, that's the sorry, that's the sun visor. The one thing that is not quite as nice, it's got a telephone up the top there for, I guess, cabin announcements. That light looks cool. I don't like that there's a curtain here. You can't actually look in the back. I guess it gives us more privacy from the unruly passengers, which are probably spoiled celebrities or something like that. Or maybe they are F1 team owners, because I'm pretty sure that I've seen this jet in a few of the scenes where some of the team owners are flying to various events. This is definitely one of those pricey ones. Let's see here. Just checking our flight speed. I don't actually know what our full flaps at 180. Yeah. So we're basically flying here over the Atlantic, and then we're going to follow the
Citation Mike Lima Papa
African
contact
coast.
with our Oceanic Center on 120.5. Have a good morning.
Center on 120.5, citation Mike Lima Papa.
Out and Colio passing the traffic.
120.5.
171, report clear of the traffic.
Colio.
Center, good morning. Citation Mike Lima Papa at flight level 230.
Citation Mike Lima Papa, good morning. Squawk 4613.
Squawking 4613, citation Mike Lima Papa. I have kind of missed doing these radio handoffs and stuff. They're kind of fun, but they do take a little bit of concentration. But I wanted to challenge myself a bit because I feel like most of the flying, like I have most of the routine stuff down pretty good now. So for the most part, I only need to concentrate when something goes wrong, which is frequently enough that it is a challenge. But I feel confident enough in handling ATC. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we get to the approach. Like there are some other longer readbacks that I just want more practice with it. Because if at some point I want to use VATSIM or talking to an actual ATC controller about this stuff, then I want a bit more practice in the readbacks. I feel confident enough in that I know what I'm doing when I need to do it. I just want to make sure that I get some practice saying the right things at the right time.
Flight level 320, request flight level 340, advise 71.
Man, flying over the ocean is boring.
Flight level 320, copy opposite direction, traffic course here 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
So that's our route here. We basically got one more leg across the ocean, and then we're sort of following along the coast, heading due northeast. And then we are doing like a strange sort of hook, but our approach should be fairly straightforward. It's a straight-in approach. The arrival makes us do like a little 90-degree turn and then a 90-degree. It's like a right hook. But that should be fine. We'll see. It's a pretty big airport. We have a long runway. Something like 13,000 feet or something. Does that sound right? Maybe. It's pretty long, I think. We can actually probably look some of this stuff up on the charts. Let's see. Chart that, yeah, that's fine. What do we have? Arrival. There are lots of arrivals.
Climb flight level 320 and the looking out and Colio passing the traffic advice 71.
I know we're doing a Vickers arrival, so it's probably one of these.
Colio.
I don't think it's that one. Doesn't really matter. I'm not too worried about the actual arrival. What I want to see is the ILS-Z or localizer Z runway 34. This is our approach. Yeah, so from Gammon all the way down there.
Flight level 320, request flight level 340, advise 71.
And is there a way to zoom in on these? Yeah. But I don't know how to, like, pan around it. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, fuck yes. Look at this. So we need to be at 2000 at Gammon and then D6.3. And our where is the MDA? Decision height 330. So we can actually set that real quick. Minimum's 330.
And be looking out and Colio passing the traffic advice 71.
171, report clear of the traffic.
Wind Colio.
Sweet. See, this is nice. This is beautiful. And even cooler, we can split this, right? So I can actually see the chart and the map, which I will probably do later. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just going to go back to the map for the moment. Let's see, did I miss anything that you said? 1 kilometer is 3,200 feet. Yeah, I think that is right though. So I'm actually going to step away for a few minutes here. I'm going to just let the airplane fly. And I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. BRB.
Flight 320, request flight 340, advice 71.
Advice 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction from Corsair 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
Rotary climb flight 320 and be looking out and Colio passing the traffic advice 71.
171, report clear of the traffic.
Wind Colio. Flight 320, request flight 340, advice 71.
Advice 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction from Corsair 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
Rotary clamp at level 320 and the looking out and Colio passing the traffic at advice 71.
Advice 71, report clear of the traffic.
Real Colio. Flight level 320, request flight level 340, advice 71.
Advice 71, climb initially flight level 320, copy opposite direction, traffic, course here 752, aircraft type Airbus 333, presently maintaining flight level 390, expected time of crossing at 14, report sighting and passing possible.
Rotary clamp at level 320 and the looking out and Colio passing the traffic at advice 71.
Advice 71, report clear of the traffic.
Real Colio. Flight level 320, request flight level 340, advice 71.
Advice 71, climb initially flight level 320, copy opposite direction, traffic, course here 752, aircraft type Airbus 333, presently maintaining flight level 390, expected time of crossing at 14, report sighting and passing possible.
Rotary clamp at level 320 and the looking out and Colio passing the traffic at advice 71.
Eagle 171, report clear of the traffic.
Real Colio. Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Edelweiss 71.
Eagle 171, climb initially flight level 320. Copy over the direction traffic course here 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and crossing possible.
Rotary climb flight level 320 and the looking out and Colio passing the traffic at Edelweiss 71.
Eagle 171, report clear of the traffic.
Real Colio. Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Edelweiss 71.
Eagle 171, climb initially flight level 320. Copy over the direction traffic course here 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and crossing possible.
Rotary climb flight level 320 and the looking out and Colio passing the traffic at Edelweiss 71.
Eagle 171, report clear of the traffic.
Real Colio. Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Edelweiss 71.
Edelweiss 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction, traffic Corsair 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
Okay, I'm back. I gotta say, it's probably not super comforting for the passengers to see their pilot disappear into the bathroom for 15 minutes mid-flight. But sometimes, you know, sometimes that happens. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Wow, I mean, it's not like I was doing much before, Sean. I was just sitting here. No, it doesn't look like it. I checked, nothing from ATC. We can see the coastline of Africa, though, there. So there is that. That is new. And that's actually really cool. So yeah, we'll see.
Climb flight level 320, and the looking out and Colio passing the traffic at Edelweiss 71.
Performance still seems to be fine. It doesn't look like we've lost any frames, so the issue that some people have been experiencing, maybe we're not experiencing it. That would be nice. Guess we'll find out as we go here. But where are we on that? We just moved past Narat, didn't we? Yeah. So Bickus is our arrival. Begins there. So that's probably where we're going to start descending a bit. So that is Senegal. That's the other thing I really like about this GPS, this map. It's got way more details, way more information on it. So we can, you know, much more easily see this. So it's Senegal, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, which I'm sure we're going to fly to eventually. Can I get into the scratch pad here too? Oh, look at this. That's beautiful. But yeah, so this is, I do really like these Garmin displays. They are quite nice. We'll see if they will, we'll see how our approach goes. This is an ILS approach. So we'll see if we're able to, like, set all that up today and land nicely without having to do it manually.
Edelweiss 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction, traffic Corsair 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
Citation Mike Lima Papa, expect the Biki 1 Golf arrival with the Vikes transition for the ILS approach to runway 34 at Umtounsea.
Expect the Biki 1 Golf arrival with the Bickus transition. Citation Mike Lima Papa.
Rotary climb flight level 320, and the looking out and Colio passing.
There's a huge eye in the Mauritanian desert, which is visible from space. Notice the Ricard structure. Diameter is 40 kilometers. Looks like an eye. That's interesting. All I've heard is that, you know, like so many countries in Africa, it's all about like mining rights and diamonds and stuff like that, and comes with a lot of its own problems. So ATC told us about the arrival, which we are expecting, so that's good.
71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction, traffic Corsair 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
Rotary climb flight level 320 and be looking out and Colio passing the traffic at Vice 71.
Vice 71, report clear of the traffic.
Real Colio.
It's 26 minutes till we're on the ground.
Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Vice 71.
Vice 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction, traffic Corsair 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
I don't know how to put the chart in the right part of the screen there, because that's kind of what I would want. Well, that's okay. We don't really need the chart. Chart's not very important. We were able to look at it, which is good. Once we're on the ground, we'll probably pull up the airport chart to see where to park, but that's still a little ways off. It is nice seeing land again, though, after flying over the ocean for so long.
Rotary climb flight level 320 and be looking out and Colio passing the traffic at Vice 71.
Vice 71, report clear of the traffic.
Real Colio. Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Vice 71.
Vice 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction, traffic Corsair 752.
No loop-de-loops in this plane, Sean.
Airbus 333.
Also, I don't think I'm ever going to do a loop-de-loop in VR. I don't feel like throwing up in my headset. Might do a loop-de-loop in the race car tonight. Not on purpose, but I have a feeling that could happen.
rotary clamp at altitude 20 and be looking out and Colio passing the traffic advice 71.
Eagle 71, report clear of the traffic.
Wind Colio.
And our speed has not moved one bit. You gotta love auto throttle. It's super nice. You know, if only they had VNAV. Is that actually in-op or does it just not work? Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust that. My understanding is it doesn't work. I'll check in on the forums afterwards and ask, but...
Flight level 320, request flight level 340, advice 71.
Eagle 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction, traffic course here 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
Hey BJ, how's it going? Trying out the new Garmin mod here in the longitude, and I like it. There's my chart for the for my approach.
Rotary clamp at
Got a little touchpad, move this thing around, real nice.
Colio passing the traffic.
Citation Mike Lima Papa descend via the Beaky 1G arrival with the Vikings transition to 2,000 feet altimeter 2976 at Umtaunsea.
Advice
Descend to 2,000 feet, citation Mike Lima Papa.
71.
Okay, oops, I just did something terrible.
Report clear of the traffic.
Alright, we need to do stuff. Now you won't need me to not find the airport elevation. That's right, I was able to find it here and set my minimums and all that stuff. There has been a lot of talk on their Discord that there are performance issues with this version, but I have not encountered them yet. So I don't know if there are no issues and I'm just lucky, or if there are issues and they're still to come, who knows. This is going to be interesting. So 2,000. This is where I wish I had VNAV, because it says to use to do this via the arrival, and of course this stuff here has no altitude information in it whatsoever. So we are doing this manually with vertical speed. Where's my dial? Descent at 100, and we are going to switch this over to FMS. Is it gonna slow us down? No. Interesting that the FMS speed mode. It's weird when it's set to FMS. I cannot. Odds on a safe landing, Sean? They should be all right. I'm actually more concerned about the approach here. So I don't know why I cannot. It's weird when it's set to FMS. I guess I should be leaving this on manual at this point.
71, report clear of the traffic.
Honestly, a lot of it depends whether or not we're going to be able to capture. If I can manage speed and all that stuff, I should be all right. Sending. The one problem I have with this, I cannot really tell. Whoa. The screen just went black for a sec. That was weird. I cannot really tell when I'm going to reach the altitude that I've dialed in. Like, I don't know if this just doesn't show up on this display. I feel like it doesn't. No, it wouldn't be in there. Map settings. Aviation. Range to altitude. There it is. That's the one I want. Okay, now our odds of a safe landing just went up significantly. Because I know I want to be at 2,000 like over here, so at this point we're actually descending quite a bit faster than we need to, so I'm gonna slow us down a bit here. The other thing is we're flying over open water, so altitude is not really going to be a concern. If I hit 2,000 feet too early, it's not a big deal. We have auto throttle, which means I can easily slow us down to 250 when we get to 10,000 feet. So that's all very good as well.
Aircraft type Airbus 333, presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and crossing possible.
So theoretically, like, we have everything we need for a successful landing here. What I don't have is, I feel like I don't have quite the proper arrival altitude information here. So, and I've tried looking at the arrival charts, but I don't know which one it is that we are actually doing. Like, it's one of these 4. Oh, it's the 1G arrival, okay.
Rotary clamp at altitude 20 and the looking out and Colio passing the traffic at advice 71.
171, report clear of the traffic.
Colio.
Oh, okay, we just got lower, that's why we're suddenly overspeeding. I was like, what the hell happened? So, okay, that's actually more or less accurate, because we are coming in on the 1G, the biggest 1G right here. That's where we're coming in, and we're making this turn on this arc, and then over to Gammon, and then into our approach. So I don't really have altitudes on here, though, I don't think. Well, this is 2,000. So, okay, alright. Well, we are just going to aim to be at 2,000. You know, we're going to be way ahead of the game here, but let's go back to our approach chart. ILS localizer Z, runway 34. And I'm going to chart options plan. That means it should show our airplane whenever we actually get there. And here's our course there. So we're going to run with both of these and see how that goes. We're also going to have to slow our speed to 250 knots here. Too bad you couldn't have it that people could pay to sabotage your plane. That would be fun, actually, I guess. So we're going to set the speed to 250 because we're about to cross into 10,000, and that's the speed limit. And because we have auto throttle, this shit just works automatically. Landing lights on. I did not get the altimeter right early. Hopefully it'll tell us again, or we can just push the button. So we should be set up pretty good here. We should have no problem getting down to the right altitude, and we're just going to be able to manage speed at some point. And yeah. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes.
Citation Mike Lima Papa expedite speed reduction to 250 knots.
Expedite speed reduction to 250 knots. Citation Mike Lima Papa. I'm trying. So we can actually help this out a little bit by descending not quite as fast.
Clamp out LTD 20 and
Because the auto throttle is already throttled all the way down.
Traffic advice 71.
And we have lots of time to reach our altitude, so we can just reduce our pitch angle a little bit here. And our runway heading, once we get there, is going to be 336. So I'm actually going to just dial this into the heading bug now so that I can have a visual guide, even though we're going to have the charts and everything. Should be alright.
Flight level 320, request flight level 340.
Oh yeah, so we're way ahead of... I don't know how I can make this screen look the same as that screen. That's really what I would like. Oh, wait.
Aircraft type Airbus 333.
No, okay, never mind. I thought that maybe one of them was...
Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and crossing possible.
I'll have to ask somewhere. We'll switch over to the chart once we get closer to our actual... The approach starts at Gammon, so we're still a ways away from that. We can really slow down our descent here. Speed set to 250 knots. Auto throttle should now be able to manage that a bit better. So we still have 12 minutes to that waypoint there, so we're way ahead of the game. And we also descended, I'm sure, way too fast based on the arrival, but I don't have... There were no altitude numbers loaded into the flight plan, which is kind of annoying. I don't know why they don't show up. They all said 6 feet, which is obviously not right. So I didn't really have a good idea of like step down levels. But they did clear us right down to 2,000, so I guess we just did that way too early. In fact, I'm going to slow that down some more here. We're just going to do this, like this last bit here, we're going to do really gradually. See that arc moving? That's looking much better. I should have just done that earlier and adjusted it, but that's okay.
Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Edelweiss 71.
Edelweiss 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy of the direction, traffic Corsair 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and crossing possible.
Yeah, we've kind of extended the time of our flight here by descending so early, which means we had to slow down so early, but that's alright. I got 10 minutes until our next waypoint when we actually start turning towards our approach.
Rotary clamp out level 320 and be looking out and Colio passing the traffic at Edelweiss 71.
Edelweiss 71, report clear of the traffic.
We'll call you.
The good thing is we're way ahead of the game. I always like to be ahead of the aircraft, I think is what the saying is. As in, like, have things configured way before you need them to be configured. Just take some of the load off.
Eagle 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction, traffic course here 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
Rotary climb flight level 320 and be looking out and Colio passing the traffic advice 71.
Eagle 71, report clear of the traffic.
We'll Colio. Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Eagle 71.
Eagle 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction, traffic course here 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
Africa has a lot of deadly animals. You don't want to go there. Hopefully not too many of them hang out around airports. Because we're pretty much going to stick around just the airports. So there you can see our little hook that we have to fly over to the right and then in for our approach. Oh yeah, I've seen snakes on a plane. It's a classic, that one.
Colio passing the traffic at live 71.
It's been a long time though. I saw it when it like first came out.
Report clear of the
What is that, like 18 years ago or 20 years ago or something crazy like that? So we do flaps at 250 and then second level flaps at 230. Okay. You haven't watched it? Seriously? You should watch it. I mean, it's like it's not a good movie. Not really. But it's one of those movies that you should see. At least I think so.
Flight level 320, request flight level 340, Edelweiss 71.
Edelweiss 71, climb initially flight level 320. Copy opposite direction, traffic Corsair 752. Aircraft type Airbus 333. Presently maintaining flight level 390. Expected time of crossing at 14. Report sighting and passing possible.
So 2,000 feet, we really shouldn't need to descend anymore after that, because when we get to Gammon, our approach waypoint at 2,000, we should capture a glide slope for the ILS. At least that is the theory.
Citation Mike Lima Papa contact Umtown approach on 118.4. Enjoy your morning.
Approach on 118.4 for citation Mike Lima Papa. Citation Mike Lima Papa at 2,400 for 2,000 feet.
Citation Mike Lima Papa, good morning. Squawk 4613, continue descent via the Biker 1 Golf arrival. For the ILS approach to runway 34 at Umtausit.
The Mauritius.
Continue approach. Continue arrival, Bickers 1, citation Mike Lima Papa.
749 is passing 10,000 feet.
Would you say descend to 4,000 feet on QNH 1014? DLILS team approach runway 14, report gap key.
I see runway lights way up in the distance there. That might be... Well, actually, that's probably this GQNN airfield, because there's a couple different airports around here. And I don't think that's ours. I think that's the other one. Radio altimeter 2150, so that seems reasonably accurate. Reach our altitude now. To maintain speed is going to probably spin up the throttles just a wee bit, just a tiny bit. Gonna switch to the chart on here. To see if eventually we will show up here on this chart, I think.
Position gap key to 8,500 feet.
Roger, contact tower 118.1, good day.
Tower 81, good day, Mauritius 749.
Africa sure looks brown. Flaps 1. Start slowing us down to 230.
Ready 313 request descent.
Descent 7,000 feet, QNH 1021, Saradi 313.
Descending to 7,000 feet, QNH 1021, Saradi 213.
I think we have switched over to the African ATC region, which is cool. Definitely different landscapes from what we've seen so far. Yeah, so it's not the airport over there. We're going around this bit further.
Inside request will approach.
Proceed for a direct approach, runway 11 and possibly descent, 1201.
Visual approach, Riva Tower 120, decimal 1 for runway 11, Saradi 313.
Five Alpha Mike Romeo, radar cleared for the approach, descend at 7,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Cleared for the approach, descend 7,000 feet, QNH 1020. I'll call you Alpha Mike Romeo.
We're looking pretty good. Our next waypoint is when we're going to activate the approach. More or less. 'Cause this is taking us to vectors for ILS 34 Zulu. Which is what we want. We're at 230, which means we can technically go gear down and second level flaps, but we're not going to do that just yet. We'll do that once we turn final. Nothing but desert. This all looks like safe places to land, though, too. You know, what's the worst case? Will we land in the sand? It's so different. This is cool.
Citation Mike Lima Papa altimeter 29076 cleared for the ILS approach to runway 34 at Altitude.
Cleared for the ILS approach 34, citation Mike Lima Papa.
Citation Mike Lima Papa altimeter 29076 at Altitude.
Wilco, citation Mike Lima Papa. We're actually on the chart here now. So I am going to go ahead and enable the approach mode. Just seeing us fly around. Glide slope is armed. We're going to go flaps 2.
Clear ILS team, we approach runway 14, report gap.
And once we straighten out, we will go gear down.
4,000 feet, QNH 1014, cleared ILS approach runway 14, next call position, gap T, Mauritius 749.
Slow to 200 knots. Question is, are we going to get a glide slope? I think we're getting the glide slope at the next waypoint though, not yet, so...
Position gap T3, 8,500 feet.
Roger, contact Tower 118.1, good day.
Tower 1, good day, Mauritius 749.
I don't actually see an airport. We're on the chart. We're right on the line on the chart where we should be. Gears down, flaps are in a position where I want them to be. This airport in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, apparently. Let's see what happens if I switch back to speed mode and to FMS mode. Will it go to slow me down? Yeah. I think so.
Ready 313, request descent.
Descent 7,000 feet, QNH 1021, Saradi 313.
Descending to 7,000 feet, QNH 1021, Saradi 213.
I mean, I don't see an airport.
Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves.
So we should be picking up a glide slope here any minute now.
Proceed for a direct approach.
We have a glide path.
11 and continue descent, 1201.
Visual approach, feedback tower 120 decimal 1 for runway 11, Saradi 313.
Which you constantly strive toward. This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static, but fluid, like water. Be like water.
Am I going to... No, I'm not transporting blood diamonds, Sean. That's no, we don't do that. Full flaps at 180.
I
mean, I still don't see an airport. Do you guys see an airport?
Descend at 7,000 feet. QNH 1020.
I mean, I see something, but it doesn't look like a runway.
Citation Mike Lima Papa width 332 at 22 knots, clear to land runway 34.
Clear to land runway 34, citation Mike Lima Papa. But there ain't no runway here. You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna land anyway. I don't know what happened to it, to be quite honest. Where's the fucking button? There it is. Auto throttle off. It may not have rendered, yeah. I guess we'll find out here. I feel like, I mean, that there are hangars over there.
Approaching Sobat, we are ready for descent and request a visual if possible for you. Sobat in 2 minutes. So Sobat on Romeo and runway 14, Mauritius 218, and we are cleared on level 150.
Citation Mike Lima Papa exit runway when able.
Well, they think we're on a runway. We have stopped. Let's check the charts, shall we, boys? Like, I feel like it would have crashed us if it didn't think this was an airport. Okay, according to this, we're off a little. See, according to this, the runway is to the left there. I guess it's just a sand runway.
The Mauritius 749 is passing 10,000 feet.
Would you say descend
I mean, the terminal's over there.
1014. DLILS team approach runway 14, report gap key.
Talk about an instrument landing, huh?
Q91014, cleared ILS approach runway 14, next call position, gap key, Mauritius 749.
Thank you. I'm actually fairly proud of that. Landed in the middle of the fucking desert. Purely based on, where's my speed brake? Oh, okay, I already pulled it up. I mean, this looks like a terminal building. I really wonder what happened here. I'm gonna park here. And we're gonna shut down the engines. It called it a landing. You know, so generators off.
749, position gap key through 8,500 feet.
Roger, contact tower 118.1, good day.
Tower 81, good day, Mauritius 749.
Well, don't really know what to say other than, I guess that was a landing of some sort. Because we definitely landed.
Senseless motion, sold as innovation.
And we can just have a quick look around. I'm actually going to see if there's maybe some something to download, like maybe somebody made, you know, an airport for this on flightsim.to, because there's clearly the game. Well, okay, so actually what's possible is this. I'm using the Navigraph, the nav data. So it's possible that, let me just shut off the radio here.
Descending to 7,000 feet, QNH 1021, Charlie 213.
Like, it's possible that there's that nav data, the Navigraph data, has got this airport, but the FlightSim doesn't. And because I'm using the Navigraph data for it, it's possible that it kind of just worked. And, you know, you can see that there's clearly meant to be an airport here because some of these buildings have been rendered in. But there's supposed to be two fairly large runways, and they actually have Omtunzi here. So, yeah. I mean, all in all, it was a hard landing. It was a bit of a hard landing, but it's kind of hard to tell because it's difficult to tell apart the runway without any kind of pavement. Yeah, there are definitely multiple missing airports. I did not realize that this was going to be one of them. So, I might find a different airport to take off from next time. On our next leg, because there was a couple other airports here in the area. Maybe we'll take up from one of those. Even though this airport did show up in, like, it shows up in the menu. In fact, here, let's go back. Let's take a look, because I'm pretty sure it was in that list. Now, I don't think that Navigraph has any impact on that. So this might just actually be a like a bug. Because I can go in here and I can choose Umtunzi. And see, they've got the runways drawn in there. This is the runway we were starting on. So I'm actually gonna set this to that runway and load back in real quick and see what we see. Oh, it says dirt. It said it right there. 9,700 feet of dirt. Oh. I don't believe that, well, I guess I need to just pay attention to that from now on. Yeah, okay. You can see it from the flyover, kind of. It is kind of just a dirt runway. Yep. That's dirt. Imagine a night landing. Oh, good God. Yeah, that would be terrifying. You know what? All in all, I guess we landed beside it a bit. We missed it a bit, but that's hard to see visually because it all looked pretty much... You can kind of see this line here, and I think I took this line instead because it stood out more. I mean... That was just difficult, I guess. Either way, reasonably happy with that. I'm going to go have some lunch or something and take it easy for a bit. Hopefully I'll see you tonight, Sean, for some racing. And I'll have to figure out the next flight, which will take us from here to... Where are we going next? We are going to... Senegal, Dakar, Senegal. That looks like it is maybe a larger... Yeah, that one will have a paved runway. So, I'm going to be hoping to try some F2020 tonight. That's the plan. And then the next flight, yeah, will be sometime later this week or something like that. So, figure it out. But you know what? I kind of had fun flying the longitude, and the new Garmin thing worked well for me. So... It's definitely nice. Anyways, take care, guys. Catch you later.